Okay, well, hello guys. Welcome to a slightly different live stream here than what we would normally see, which would involve me either playing the game or at least casting the game. We're actually going to do a little podcast here. Now, I don't anticipate or want this to be too long. We have basically a list of 10 proposals that we're just going to have a chat about with you guys to involve community and get some opinion in chat. So there's no stream delay. I will try and keep my eye on what you guys are saying in chat as well. But we also have, I would say, a very nice panel with us today. So we have Marakar, which I'm sure a lot of you know. He has his own YouTube, World Series champion, plays a lot of game modes. So I think very valued opinion there. Guy called Habash, aka Wizard, goes by a lot of different names, but a very respectable pro team player. We've got Killer, also known as Hamster, who was probably the rising star, the most improved player of 2025, and also plays multiple game formats. We have Mojo Jojo, again, very high level pro player across different game modes, and myself as well at the end. So I'll be chairing this. I will write the questions in the chat as we go. Because we are, discussing these changes doesn't mean they're going to be implemented. It's just an idea. But a lot of you have been playing Generals Online. You've seen the improvements in game stability, in lack of mismatch, and improved latency. So, yeah, I mean, this is something that can happen in the future. And, the questions today are arguably, what we could say is no-brainer changes, but let's see. We'll get the opinion and we'll cycle through the players, and I will hop into a call with them now. Hello, welcome guys.
Hello.
Hello. I can see Mojo, I can see Mara, I can see Killer. Who are we lacking?
We're lacking the Wizard.
Oh, we're lacking the Wizard, yes. Okay. Well, I've got your guys' names up on the stream, so when we go through the questions, let's basically cycle through you guys in that order. So we'll start with Mara, we'll then go to Habash, then Killer Mojo, and then I'll comment myself at the end. There's no stream delay, so, it'd be interesting to see what chat says as well. Already in chat, someone's saying people are so resistant to change in the ZH community. I mean, it'd be interesting if that comment holds true, because the list of changes here today, I've got a feeling we're going to be in favour of these changes more than against, but we'll see. But let's kick things off, and the first proposal is a tank hacker price reduction. So, tank hacker price reduction. Over to you, Mara. What do you think about that? Oh, you're cutting out there.
Agree.
Oh, you agree. That's it, yeah.
Yeah, there's not much else to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it is going to mean they're still worth making, but it's something in the right direction, right? Okay, so very easy. Marakar's in agreement with that. We'll cycle on to Habash then.
I have to agree as well, by the nature of the army.
Yeah.
Like, tank is expected to take map control, but when he's out of money, like, just drive.
That's it, yeah.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and Killer?
I agree as well. I mean, I think even if you do reduce the price, it kind of doesn't change anything, so I do think it's a good change, yeah.
Yeah, not really controversial. And then over to Mojo.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what they said.
Yeah.
You need to reduce, but not too much. Like, if it gets, like, not as same the normal hacker, I think it still should be a bit more expensive.
Yeah, I won't reiterate the point. Agree as well. I guess something we can then just discuss before we leave that point is what should the reduction be? So how much cheaper do you think should they be?
So the current hacker price is 625, is it?
For the normal, I think, yeah. Is it?
Yeah,
or is it for
650?
Infantry? Forgot.
Let's make it the same
650
price
fair.
as yeah.
It's China V,
Make
yeah.
it the same price.
Make it the same price. Okay, there you go then. I'd be happy with that too. So yeah, it doesn't really make massive sense why all of a sudden tank would would have more expensive ones, would it? Just maybe align it there across the Chinas. All right, we'll move on then. So the second proposal. This is an interesting one actually. A China Internet Center HP increase. Marakar.
I agree.
Okay.
Not even like confusing.
All right.
Triple A10 one shots it, Particle one shots it, Scudstorm one shots it. Kind of just a easy target that's insta killed by most things. May as well make it actually decently bulky.
All right. Might come back to you on that, but that's Marakar's. He's in favour of a yes. We'll go to Abash.
Yeah, I mean, you have to try harder to kill an internet center. I agree.
All right. And Killer?
I think so too. I think, well, it depends on how much you increase it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think up until like the Scud doesn't kill it, or maybe a particle doesn't, that's it.
Yeah.
That
And
should
then Mojo?
I mean, yeah, I agree, but I don't think it's enough. I think you should be able to make more hacker centers, and I think they should also be a little bit cheaper.
Well, what you've said there was actually an interesting idea about making multiple internet centers, so I might ask you guys about that. My opinion, though, is I think I'm against this, actually. I'm happy to be outvoted, but, I mean, all secondary eco gets blasted, doesn't it, by general powers and super weapons, so I don't think the Chinas should be any different. And so yeah, I'm actually against it, but I'm happy to to be in the minority there.
I mean, there is no much like with drop zones on markets. You can like place them randomly, and makes it harder on the opponent to like pick them off.
Yeah.
On an internet center, like it's just one building.
Mm. Yeah. True.
That's why I think like
Yeah.
maybe making it cheaper and having the ability to build more than one maybe is more important than making it actually have more
Yeah,
HP.
didn't Contra try that out?
Yes, the way it works there is you have internet centers that can basically fit 4 hackers, but you can build infinite amounts. They cost I think 12.5k to make it, or 1.25k to make an internet center.
Yeah, but you
Honestly,
have to
that's
reduce the
not
health
like
at
a
this point.
no, but
Like-
like it's like reduced health obviously. Like it's the same health as like a war factory, but you can build infinite amounts. Like if it was that system, I actually don't mind if the internet center can be sniped, but to be honest, like I feel like there's a difference between putting like 8k worth of secondary eco into one object versus like 8k worth of secondary eco split into like different areas of the base, which is why I think like if you just like if you build a scud versus like China and then you scud the internet center, China goes from like 100 to 0 instantly. You do that versus like a GLA or a USA, maybe it like halves or quarters it or like reduces it by a bit, but it doesn't like 100 to 0 the economy in the same
and
way.
you can't like spread your hackers like without an internet center. Like an ambush could easily pick them off. Jarman on a bike. You
Yeah.
have snipers.
Yeah, I'm going to bring
Yeah.
in chat here because people are saying one advantage is you can spread hackers out everywhere, but they just die so
think that's a
easily.
disadvantage.
They die so easily, don't
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
to everything. One controversial idea here, allowing hackers to hack from actual bunkers. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but it's an idea.
I mean, that's the multiple internet centers.
Yeah, it's the same
idea.
thing in a way, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So even though multiple internet centers might be controversial, I think I'd actually be in favour of that versus increasing the HP limit. So before we end this one, how many can you make then? Unlimited, capped at a certain
I
number?
think unlimited.
Okay.
No, I think unlimited is fine because you're gonna be limited by how many hackers you make anyways, and
Yeah.
you're not really gonna be spamming hackers
But-
anyways. As China.
Potential problem with that though is the satellite scan. How's the dynamic going to work there if you've got multiple ones, or will it just be the same? That once you've built
can
one,
make
it...
You can
You
make
can make
as
it a
scans.
global ability where it's
Or
like
a
only
scan.
triggered once. It
Okay.
can't trigger multiple times. Like it'll be fine.
All right then. So overall, would we say we wouldn't be against trying multiple internet centers?
I mean, what do
Yeah.
you guys
I
think about
mean-
this? You know how the hackers, when they want to move out of the internet center, they take like 10 years to unload and stuff?
Yeah.
What do you say we fix that and like, they unload very quickly, even when like they're not even in the center. They take a lot of time to unpack and then move. I think if they fix the time there, could be a good change as well. But it's a bit off topic.
Well, that's almost increase hacker movement speed
Yeah.
balance change, isn't it? Which I think I've seen somewhere at some point. So I don't mind that one personally either. But yeah.
I mean,
I'm in favor
I'm
of
with
multiple.
being conservative with the change, like just increase the health at some point, and then try it out.
Yeah.
See how the dynamic changes, because multiple internet centers, it's kind of out there as an idea. I don't know.
I think 1.6 actually made the internet center have more health, right? Well, if I remember.
Not sure.
Yeah,
I
but no one
remember
played
they buffed
1.6,
the
dude.
No. I remember watching 1.6. I think they buffed the HP. I'm fine with buffing the HP.
Okay. So it's 4 people buffing the HP. I was against it. It sounds like a full house on maybe multiple internet centers, and I guess a full house on an increase in hacker movement speed because they are slow. So is that the summary?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the point 3 is a continuation on hackers, actually, and I don't think I've ever used this ability, so I don't know how qualified I am to talk about this one, but it is the hacker disable building means the building cannot be sold.
I've used this ability like once in my life, and it was in like AI games, not even multiplayer.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Just like literally from a consistency standpoint, like that's the reason.
FFA
It's not
players
gonna
would love
break
this shit.
anything.
Hmm.
No one gives a shit about this except like FFA. Like
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah. Who cares?
All right. Okay. So we've had a yes, we've had a abstain. I'm going to call that officially. Who cares? Killer.
I've got a yes as well.
Okay.
Actually, both
I mean,
of them,
I'm
yeah.
yes as well. I'm yes as well.
Yeah. Yes, abstain. Yes, and Mojo.
I have no opinion on this. I've never used it, and I don't think any of us have ever used it.
Abstain as well, kinda. Yeah, I'm abstain to yes. I don't care too much about that. If it makes some people happy, then try it. But yeah, even chat saying useless. So okay, that's a quick one to scan over. All right, again another pretty unused unit we're about to go into now. It's the Sentry Drone gun deployment faster. Is the next one, Mara.
I'm assuming this is like the forced lag delay when you're like targeting with the gun itself.
It is slow, actually, isn't it? Yeah. It is slow.
Because the
to be
unit
fair.
literally has like inbuilt lag, like that's an actual thing programmed in the unit. Yeah, I'm fine with removing it. I think it's stupid. It has like inbuilt lag.
Yeah. Okay. And then Habash.
I honestly, you need to clarify the question. Like, what are we talking about?
So when you upgrade, and again, it's hardly ever used, but when you upgrade the Sentry Drone so it's got that gun, when you then actually use it, it takes a week to fire. I think that's basically the point here.
The Sentry Drone has inbuilt lag.
Oh yeah, the input lag. I mean, I can see a use for it, like against a Burton or something.
Yeah, I make it occasionally, especially in team games.
Burton
But
kills it easily.
Oh, kills it also?
Yeah, Burton.
I'm gonna
easily
abstain.
decimates it.
I'm gonna abstain. Like,
Okay.
it's a radical change.
Okay.
Sentry Drone. Fine. I
yeah.
abstain.
All right, then Killer.
I agree as well. I think the lag should be, should be off.
A bit like Tank Akazo. It's not gonna make it
No, yeah.
usable yet, but why not? Yeah, I guess. And then Mojo.
I mean, I also abstain, but like changing the things that nobody uses, I don't think like you can be courageous with them.
Yeah.
Try them out.
True, yeah. Okay, yeah. So we're all sort of yes, don't mind, abstain, doesn't seem to have any impact, so why not? Fine. All right, this might be an interesting one and a positive. Beacon limit increase. So currently it's 3, right? Shall we go to 5, 6, 7 or more? So beacon limit increase, Mara.
I think the issue with beacon limit, I don't know if this is an actual issue, but I'm assuming maybe it's because of like how many things you have on the map might be the limiting factor. But
you could get a headache, couldn't you, with the amount of flashing things on the minimap potentially?
I think 7 is fine. I'm happy to vote for the highest number. The only thing, like, unless there's like a technical limitation, like I think just go as high as you can from this number list. 7 I think is a fine number. Because there's a lot of times where I wish I had more beacons to like beacon super weapons to count which super weapon is like ahead of the other. To the point where I have to like use my 3 beacons to like start saying, oh, 1 here but 4 up. Like I think it just gets a bit of a headache.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit easier to keep track.
For sure. Okay, that's a pretty positive yes there then. A lot of yes in chat as well. Quickly on this one, by the way. Over to Habash then.
I mean, the change like doesn't help or doesn't change that much. Like it gives you a headache if you use a lot of beacons. And you need to delete them anyway. And increasing the beacons could actually help another application like the super open count.
Yeah.
So I'm yes with it. Yeah.
Someone in chat just want to bring this in. Would be nice if the beacons auto-numbered themselves. Wow. So that's an interesting proposal.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, over to Killer.
Okay, it's a yes from me. However, I do think we need a button or some type of way to delete some of the beacons, or like maybe delete all of them.
Yeah.
But I don't mind 7.
Yeah, when the beacon's over like a tunnel or a bunker or something, I've literally been trying to like drag box select this freaking beacon for like, I don't know, 20 seconds, and yeah, that's pretty annoying, I have to say. Right, Mojo.
And yeah, no reason why not to. Like, I don't think this will get out of hand even if you had like 10 beacons, like unless you have retarded teammates.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's a distinct possibility, but yeah, let's. I'm in favour of that as well. I don't know about unlimited though, but yeah, like sure, go up to 5, somewhere between 5 or 7. I'm happy with that. Yeah, nothing more to add. All right, yeah, interesting one here. Number 6 of 10. Supply drop drone planes not being attackable is the suggestion here. So your supply drop zone planes don't take any fire. They're just like I don't know, a neutral unit, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, it's an agree from me.
I agree because someone who's cheeky enough actually abuses this shit, and he's here with us. So I'm with.
Okay.
I'm with the change, dude.
Yeah, fine. That's 2. 2 of 5 have said yes. Yeah.
That's a yes for me as well.
That's a majority. Okay. And Mojo?
Yes as well, but I think it needs to be tested.
So that's a sort of on the fence. I'm against this, sorry to say, because this would be the only unit in the game, right, that's not attackable. Is that correct for me saying that, if this is the case?
Well, is it a unit though? I mean, it's just a plane. Kind of like, I don't know. Is there any other units like the not the RT platform? Yeah, the placement pad or whatever it's called. Does it drop off planes? It's not attackable. I'm not sure.
They're attackable too. It's the sort of same plane, isn't it? So I'm against this because I don't think it's a massive problem in a lot of formats, i.e. 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 10k. The only problem I think people get upset about it maybe is 3v3 50k, but I actually think it can be used tactically, where you attack in the line of where you place those drop zones, and I think where it's been raised, it's free for all really, is when you have massive eco base moments where people are probably against it. But in my view, that game mode doesn't supersede all the others, and I think it's just a precedent that's unnecessary, so I'm against. But I can see I'll be probably outvoted on that one, but that's my reasoning at least. And most of chat wants a yes as well, so I'm definitely in the minority there.
I mean, I also think it's nice just because It's also a quality of life change too, especially for people like if you're guard-airing jets in base, and then suddenly you have 4 MiGs kill your own airfield because you guard air on like a cargo plane.
Yeah.
Like that, like granted for like most people, like they're used to like microwing the MiGs around at that point to where they don't have to deal with that problem. But like, I feel like for a lot of players that can be very frustrating where suddenly they're killing their own
but
base
that's where I'd argue, why change things to make the game easier? So if people are putting drop zones in line with your MiG airfields, then your guard moding of MiGs needs to be in a different position. You've just made it noob light by removing that as a problem.
I agree with the idea that you shouldn't make the game easier, but I also think like there's things that we can consider making the game easier versus like things that like are more convenient, I'd say. Like I feel like I'll give an example, like a very facetious example. Let's say you made the Humvee have like double HP, then technically it becomes easier to micro, which makes the game easier. That would not be a convenience change. Whereas I'll use like something on the opposite end of the spectrum. Let's say you had it to where you had a instead of a Scorpion firing its rocket on infantry, it only fires its rocket on vehicles, so it makes it to where it's easier to like focus fire Scorpion rockets on tanks. That would also like qualify as like an easier change, but it's like more on the side of convenience. I'm not sure if I'm like demonstrating the point perfectly, but my idea is that I'm trying to distinguish between making the game more convenient versus making the game more like easier to play with the actual like, units.
Yeah, I mean, if someone you know who knows about the techie of the game turns around to me and says when there's 20 drop zones on the map that are getting targeted, it's causing lag and it might cause the game to freeze up a bit, then that's the only scenario from my point of view where I'd be in favour of it. But yeah, that's why we have a panel. We want to disagree and we want to come to some sort of consensus. So overall, yes, but nice debate on that actually as well. Right, we move on to fixing China DOZER movement bug, especially when it comes out of the CC, is the next one.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I honestly like agree. Yeah, 100%. Like some strats in China, you need the fast DOZER as fast as possible, and you can have the same argument as the previous point. Like you need skills to do that.
Well,
but it's more convenient. Like,
yeah. I mean, well, literally for years it was one of the most frustrating things, and it felt like a disadvantage for China until the clear the mines was discovered.
Yeah, there is a solution.
Yeah.
But like, I'm yes with it.
Okay.
Yes with it. It's convenient.
Yeah, and then Killer.
That's a yes for me as well.
Fine, and Mojo.
Yeah, yes as well. I don't think this affects the skill level at all.
No. It's actually a yes from me, because as much as the Clear the Mines was like a fun discovery to actually make that worker of China feel comparable to the others, it shouldn't be needed for that to be the case. So yeah, just a full house of yeses, I think, on that one. Right, we're back to an internet center. Internet center satellite hack to have a button on the sidebar with the cooldown shown. Is where we are next.
I think it's fine. Yeah. Because, like, it's annoying to, like, have to keep track of the minutes mentally. To think of it that way. Also, I think you skipped over 8, by the way.
Did I?
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll come back to that one.
Actually, like, the main one.
I'm with
it
no,
as well. That's been removed, by the way, Mara. That's been removed subsequently. That wasn't even a debate. So is only 10 points. I'll give you the revised list.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll just DM you that. Sorry, yeah, back to Habash. Yeah.
Yes, I'm with it actually. Yeah, it's more convenient. It gives you more strategy because keeping up with it could actually be really annoying. So yeah.
Okay. And Killer?
Yeah, I don't mind that either. Yeah.
And a Mojo?
Agree.
I agree as well, and Marakar, big brain, keeping like track of it. I haven't ever kept track of it. I'm just sort of sitting there scratching my head, hoping. Oh, I hope I get a map reveal soon because I'd really like to know what's going on. But yeah, if you actually have that, like you have with the Strat Center, knowing where you're at in terms of that cooldown, I think it would be nice. Very convenient. That's probably convenience over ease, then, I guess, Mara, to your earlier point.
Yeah, that's probably the better example of convenience. I was like struggling to think of a convenience example. This is probably like the best example of it.
Yeah. Right, we're on to the Nuke Cannon. So a bit of a long proposal, but it's basically fixing the Nuke Cannon bug where it sometimes ignores hitting the selected target and fires at a nearby unit or building on its own.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a yes.
And a Mojo?
Say yes as well.
Yeah, I'm yes as well on that. I mean, especially when you're trying to catch your opponent off guard with a neutron hit on a tunnel and then it decides to randomly kill one tech or something. That's pretty frustrating. Yeah, so that is a overwhelming yes. This last one, not entirely sure about this, but I'll read it out. And when I say not sure, I mean like the mechanic or the question or the proposal. But it's improving mines so units cannot walk over them. Which we have all experienced at some point.
Mines are more reactive. That's all it's saying, and I agree with it. It's fine. You can probably adjust the mine hitbox so that way it more consistently has chances to proc on units going over it.
Yep.
That's basically a bug fix.
It is in a way, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just a bug fix.
Yeah.
There's no arguing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who would say yes to that? Who wants their units to walk on mines? Like, that's a yes for me as well.
Yeah. Oh, you mean who would say no to that? Well, someone in chat says no.
Yeah.
He wants to abuse that. And then Mojo.
Yeah, like what Haber said, it's basically a bug fix.
It is a bug fix, yeah, I'm in agreement with that as well. And someone's just actually hopped into my private little room here in Generals Online. And actually, before we sign off, I think this is in a way a no-brainer, and I like it as well, because we've already discussed hackers having a uniform price, let's say. And Rangers waded into the no rules lobby on Generals Online and said Air Force CHINOOK is too cheap. It should be the same as the other USA armies. So let's add that in as a final one. Air Force CHINOOK price. What do you think about that?
I do have a proposal before you go off.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
It's the boss, the big boss, Mr. George. Hello.
And nobody thought about fixing the supply trucks of China, because it's crucial to win games, I think.
What do you mean by that?
About that?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, sometimes they mess up with the mines, and
Yeah.
when DOZER walk by it, you know.
But that can be fixed by placement, though, can't it? Like if you place if you place the supply correctly, they will not mess up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
You know what?
are you referring to the mines specifically when you build it too far away? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm against the CHINOOK being too cheap.
Okay.
I'm against it.
Well, let's do an 11 and 12 then. So let's go through the panel and discuss Air Force CHINOOK, and then we'll do George's one to sign off. So Air Force CHINOOK price then, Mara. What do you say on that?
I actually don't know. I would think more about the PDL than the price first, to be honest.
Okay.
I think make it the same price if you keep the PDL, or 1,000 if you remove the PDL.
Okay. That's an interesting one. So that's Mara. Abash was half on this, so what was your opinion?
I'm against it because in some team games you need another builds for Air Force, like Comanches, and Comanches you need cheap Chinooks to get started.
Mm-hmm.
I think it doesn't just affect one build. Air Force is known for multiple builds, and you need the cheap Chinooks to make it work.
Okay, interesting. That's why we've got you here, Habash, by the way. There we go. Killer.
I'm against that as well, just because it's less because like obviously they are overpowered. They do make you like make units faster, like Vs and MDs and stuff. But I think that's a like advantage of the air. To be honest, like I wouldn't want to mess with that. So I'm against that.
Okay, and then Mojo.
Yeah, I agree with Habash. It's a hard no, but especially like changing OP armies, like you don't want to make them regular armies because that defeats the whole point. Like maybe
Yes.
balance air against the other USAs, but certainly not against other armies.
Okay, and then myself, well, I'm actually in favour of that, to be in the minority again. I don't understand why the Air Force should have not just a better Chinook, but a cheaper Chinook. So at the very least, I think the buff of Air Force is that it's got that PLD, and I'd make the Chinook the same price. So that's my 2 cents.
But change my vote to agree on making it 1200.
Yeah. But we're still very in the balance on that. Like, we've got a mix of yeses, nos, and not sures. So that is, yeah, it wasn't part of the original no-brainer list, which we've gone through. That probably needs a little bit of testing. But yeah, I think we mustn't discount the actual build orders in team games, what Habash has said there, because if it means you can't do your standard build, you might just die to one GAT. So it's worth looking at.
Not only that, I think everyone would just go Vs.
Yeah,
It's
true.
just becomes USA.
Yeah, true.
The issue is that Air Force Vs are actually more expensive as well. Like, that's actually not something that's like commonly noticed, but because you have such dirt cheap Chinooks, like, it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you actually have the same price of Vs, almost the same price as super weapon.
Interesting.
Like, you have 800 Vs.
Yeah, I mean, someone would have to test a few builds on if that price is increased, what an air build looks like here. Because
100% changes it.
Yeah.
Like, for Vs alone, it will change it. I think it actually makes Comanches almost impossible to do if they're 1200.
Right.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, and then the last one, added by none other than Mr. Machiavelli. The mines bugging the trucks. If you make your supply dock too far away, let's say. So, what do you say on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a way to patch it, so I think it's fine. I agree with him. If it's possible to fix, then go for it. I
Okay.
don't think mine should like mess up your units like that.
Yep. And then
I think like you're gonna fix the dozer. You're gonna remove the mine bug. Like, come on. I mean, just play with yourself. Just go skirmish one player and just train on the positioning.
that's
And like, that's it. I don't know.
That's
Like,
good.
I'm against it.
That's going to be a nice one to sign off with and have good morale. Habash, 2026, start to the year, just play with yourself. I like it. Killer!
I'm with that change as well. I think it should be fixed.
Okay, very good. And then Mojo?
I mean, it's also basically a bug fix. If you're gonna change the dozer movement, like there's a solution to that with the mines clearing. So I think it's a similar situation. If you're gonna change this one, you're gonna change that one.
Yeah, I'm happy to say yes on that, but, you know, if you're looking to improve your gameplay, I mean, even if the trucks don't bug your... the mines don't bug your trucks out, if you make your supply too far away, you're hurting your own economy. So, yeah, if you're placing your dock correctly, you're already hurting yourself.
Again,
so, yeah.
I mean, again, I think this is a issue of like convenience versus like making it easy. I feel like this is more on the convenience side.
Oh, look, a 50k player has an opinion. Look
Yeah.
at Mamo.
Mamo wants us
Oh my
to finally discuss one more, which is numbering fake buildings as GLA and then upgrade them, the numbering goes away. I don't know why that happens, but would we like that to be removed?
I don't think that's fixable, to be honest, because you basically replace the fake object with a new object.
Okay.
So it's basically like you have object A transforming into object B. So they're like two distinct things. So I don't think that can be fixed anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
maybe,
mean,
yeah.
it's one of those like super annoying. You might like forget. Like, yeah, I'm with it. If it could be done, I'm with it 100%. It just makes the gameplay more smoother. It's not makes
Yeah,
it
it's
easier. Like,
convenient.
it's just smoother.
That's another example of convenience over ease of game. Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it can be fixed, sure, but I actually like coding wise, I don't think it can be fixed.
Okay. And then finally, Killer and Mojo then on that.
I'm abstained on that. I have no opinion. It's not it's just like the Sentry Drone. I don't use that. I mean I do use it, but like I don't mind it, to be honest, if it was fixed or not.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
don't use fake buildings?
But I do, but I've never had problem with that. I mean, I just number it as soon
You
as it
just
gets built.
automatically number it, yeah.
Yeah, there's no problem.
And then Mojo.
Yeah, it's an easy yes.
I think an easy yes as well. Someone in the chat who might be more techie than us says it can be fixed. So if it can be fixed, then go for it. But anyway, that is a nice sort of end to that list there. Overall, I think we were in favour of a lot of those little changes, but with some interesting debate along the way. We've also, as I wrote to you guys, just about done the max of 30 minutes, so good time to sign off. But as I say, I didn't want it to be a long one because I think for the viewer it's easier to look at this back if it's not too long, and you know, time commitment for us as well. So I thank you all for hopping on. Any closing thoughts there, or we're happy with what we've done?
I have one.
Yeah.
Mammy fell off.
Perfect. Okay. Well, very good, guys. I will sign this off now. Maybe we'll actually play something in a minute. Let's see. But I'll at least sign this podcast off. I'll chuck it in the forum for people to have a think about that. I just felt it was easier to talk than type. You're less likely to be misinterpreted, and actually it's way more efficient if you're trying to gather a few opinions in one go. So yeah, very nice, guys. Appreciate it. Alright, I will sign off. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright.
Take care.
See you.
Cheers.
Pleasure.
Alright guys, well that is the end of the panel discussion. Nice mix of opinion there, which we got for a lot of those questions. As I say, don't panic. By no means are these changes happening tomorrow, but when we have the capability to make the game even better than it is, like what we're seeing with GeneralsOnline, with latency, with crashes, with connectivity, then, you know, it does then mean we can have a little look at balance. And I think in this panel here, you had a lot of experience. So, yeah, even though I was in the minority on some of the opinions there, I hear what those guys are saying, and you know, I'm happy to be in the minority there on some of those points. But nice to get you guys involved in chat. Mr. Goose says, did they talk about hackers? Yes, they did. So rewind back. I will also try and timestamp this video to make it a little bit more navigatable. And thank you guys for joining in. I will sign off now. Might do some games today. So if you actually want to see some gameplay, hang around. We could get something going. But for now, that's the end of the panel debate. And I wish you guys a happy Friday. Take care.